It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
Complete to number 17. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 11. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Got a man, it's Mims. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Complete to
it's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 51 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Taylor. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
87.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Taylor, the ball
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll get the 1st down and more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head.
And this is caught at the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Jets nothing.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts add on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
Now a hit and a loose football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 12-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Come on, bro.
A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And 2.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
got the call here. They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now Hardy on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He's going to let it go again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man complete. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
The second down pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Boswell set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Now Hardy on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Nice punt, but good work on the return to give back 11 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. David Njoku. 47 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Hardy on the return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made at
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
They run with Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
Able to connect with Mims.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Makes the score.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
What you running now, TD?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts, eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got this one completed to Mims. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
The play is a turnover on down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Jonathan Taylor, the Colts.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. The handoff as they run the counter play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Flush to his right. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for two, but they will remain down.
Dumb as shit, bro.
And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Taylor. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.